Let's take a look at how to find an ICD-10-CM code in the alphabetic index. One of the trickier items to look up in the alphabetic index is something that is related to a complication. There are several different types of complications, and it runs pages and pages and pages in the alphabetic index of different types of complications related to a joint prosthesis, a mechanical issue, an infection, an inflammation, a loosened item, a problem with an infected implant, an infected port. Many different complications are found in that alphabetic index under the main term of complications. Another tricky piece with the complications is many times physicians are not going to specifically write that in the medical record. They're just going to write infected right knee prosthesis. They're not going to say complication of infection of right knee prosthesis. So then we have to do some investigation in the medical record to determine, well, is this infection in the right knee prosthesis a complication from that implant? And we may have to do some querying of the physician to determine the cause. Is the cause actually a complication, or is there another cause that is not a complication? So there needs to be some querying going on at that point. So let's say we've done our querying. We are looking up a infected right knee prosthesis, which has been determined to be a complication from having that knee prosthesis. So we're going to start with the main term in the alphabetic index of complication, and the S and the from and the of, which are the in the parentheses, those are non-essential modifiers. So it could be a complication, it could be multiple complications, it could be from something or of something. But what the main concern is whatever we're looking up considered to be a complication clinically.
So we're going to be using the free PDF from CMS, and unfortunately it's not the easiest to use, but it is what we have available for free. So what we're going to be looking at, and we saw that on the previous slide, is we're going to start with complication. And we have to then find something that goes along with that. And as you can see, with these different items here, we've got different dashes which show the indents, and these are the subcategories. So when you're looking at it here, it's going to be shown by dashes, but if you look in other types of published books, it may have a line, it may just be an indent, but we've had to scroll pretty far down. I've spared you the screenshot of scrolling down several pages. But if you look under this single dash, that is going to be the first subcategory under complication, and those are alphabetical. So the first dash is going to be alphabetical, and then under that there'll be second dashes and third dashes, and that's going to be subcategories under that subcategory. So we've scrolled down, we've got joint prosthesis internal. We know a little bit more information. We know it's an infection. So then that brings us down to infection or inflammation, and we know that it's a knee. So then that's going to bring us to knee prosthesis. And that'll be our starting point, T84.5, when we go to look that up in the tabular list.